Hello, everyone. Welcome to another Winner Circle Sports Betting Podcast, Player Prop Edition. This is for a little Thursday night. Steelers and the Bengals. Kevin Thomas, Sean Higgs coming at you for Gamblers World and the Winner Circle YouTube channel. We're going to get right to this. So listen, like, share, subscribe, notification bell on. You don't want to miss out the Player Prop Show or the Free Pick Show, college football, NFL. Already videos up for Thursday Night Football. Go check it out. All right, we got you covered. We got you covered. Football Friday Live, 1:30 p.m. Live, 1:30 p.m. Eastern. You don't want to miss Football Friday Live. Like, subscribe, notification bell. That is why. And on the weekends, Chip Chirimbus brings the Vegas Legend Free Pick Edition to the Winner Circle YouTube channel. Gamblers Road for all the best bets in this Thursday night matchup. And, of course, Major League Baseball, AL, NLCSs, any college football on tap. NBA starts in a week. Hockey. We got some hockey lovers out here. College hoops in 2 weeks. Everything at Gamblers World. 30-day package. Go get it. It's guaranteed. All sports included. Now, listen. Everybody loves the player props. We're going to jump right into this, Kev, real fast. So before that, how was your weekend? What's on tap for this week ahead of time?
Well, Sean, it hasn't been a great weekend. Been in and out of the hospital with my dad, but we talked about it earlier. Made that kind of like the Notebook with all the tears. But beside that, it's going good. I mean, red hot in NFL. Dropped the college football last night. Kind of kicked myself in the ass for that one, but doing really good in the NFL right now. So I'm going to keep it rolling here and hopefully give out some more great props for you guys.
We got a nice little matchup here, although not maybe what we all expected here for football. Not for football, but for the Bengals with Joe Flacco as opposed to Joe Burrow.
AFC East or North, yeah. It's not ideal.
Yeah. So NFL action, as you mentioned, you're on a great little run here for the last month, 24-16. Not too bad, 60% NFL run. Kev's best plays at Gamblers World, but we're going to talk Steelers and Bengals. 5.5, 43.5 total sidewise here. You want this game? I got it posted already, so go on and get it. But let's talk about some props here. And for me, this is a little tough one based on the icy hot game, as somebody called it here, between Rodgers and Flacco. A couple of old time. Although I guess they can't say Ben Gay anymore. That probably upset somebody. The old Ben Gay used to have. Now it's icy hot. It used to be Ben Gay. I mean, the jokes wrote themselves when we were 12 in 1986. It was fabulous. But now, not so much. I still enjoy it. I like a lot of anytime touchdowns in this game because I don't know – when you have veteran quarterbacks, they're just back there. They're looking to who's open. They're not zoning in on one cat. They're not a young guy. Where's wide receiver number one? Oh, this play is supposed to go to my slot, so I'm just going to look for him or nobody else. You got one Hall of Famer, one borderline Hall of Fame type guy. Pros. The ball's going to be probably spread out all over the joint, right? I mean, probably find a guy who he thinks going to get a big haul. I mean, again, I'm coming in with a lot of anytime tutties here. I couldn't just find one. Some like last week we had a couple guys who wanted to run up a couple guys props, this and that. This one, I don't know if I could do that, although I like yours, and we'll get into that one in a second. So we'll start there with my Bengal TD props here, anytime touchdowns. So Chase is plus 135, which is kind of low. Right? You figure a guy like that, number one option, he's going to get one anyway. So I like him to grab one. I like his 2 touchdowns as well. If you're going to get one, I think you should always sprinkle 2 on a guy, especially when it's a favorite guy, right? Your big stud guy, whether it's a running back or wide receiver. I think you always got to put a little something on 2 because if things are going hot, why not? And at 10-1, I'm definitely going to grab a plus 1,000 on him to get a second touchdown. And our guy T. Higgins here, and I'll throw this one to you afterwards. Plus 205 for a touchdown for this guy. And when you mentioned your thing, I'm like, man, are you kidding me? Because he could get that on one catch while he's getting into the end zone for me at plus 205. Higgins 205, Chase 135, and 2 touchdowns at 10-1. But here you go. I'm going to throw it to you on your receiver one here. So get at it on our guy.
Oh yeah, T. Higgins. 8 targets, 5 catches, 62 yards. And we're talking about Joe Flacco, who only came to the Browns 3 days prior. And then one of those days was probably on the airplane, and the other day was packing. So basically one day he went against my Packers and put up some big numbers. Now he force-fed Chase, had 10 catches for 94 yards. And that's because you go to your best guy when you're unsure and you're losing. So I think this week, a couple days prepare, not a whole week because it's a Thursday night game. AFC North, we'd all be thinking, oh, what a stink fest. They're going to both run the ball and it's going to be a low scoring game. Not this day and age. I mean, you got 2 Hall of Famers, maybe with Flacco. I'm not sure yet. But these 2 guys are going to go at it. And if the scoring starts, we're going to see a lot of throwing in this game. And T. Higgins, I think, will benefit the most because the way the Steelers play, I found a good little stat on that. The Steelers go man at the 4th highest rate in the NFL. T. Higgins is the primary target in man coverage. So if they're going to man up, Chase is probably going to get that over the top. Higgins is going to get one-on-one. He's going to see a lot of targets. Love the touchdown target, but I found over 75 yards at plus 230. The guy's only averaging 29 or 30 yards at best per game, but look at his quarterbacks prior to that. Now you got Joe Flacco in there. And I'm not saying Browning was a horrible quarterback. He was just threw too many picks, and they were force-feeding Chase a lot because they're playing from behind. I think Joe Flacco is going to fall in love with Higgins. It's not going to be like Judy. If you watched any of those Cleveland games, Judy dropped so many passes for Flacco. It was horrible. T. Higgins probably has the 2nd or 3rd best hands in the NFL, would be a number 1 on many of these teams. He's just number 2 against Chase, and that benefits him here a lot. I'm going to take Higgins anytime touchdown and over 75 yards plus 230.
I like it a lot, and I'm looking at on one of my offshore joints, like to run it up from even in at 50-something yards, they start giving you plus money with this guy. And as you mentioned, this was a guy thought of in the offseason, maybe was it last year, him being a free agent and going out and getting that big payday and being the number 1 for other teams. But he said, I'm going to stay here with Burrow, and we're gonna run up the scoreboard and light it up. Yeah, he's definitely not a guy who's going to be dropping balls. And again, you're feeding your guy who's the number 1, but get it over there. But I'm sure Teague's kind of like, hey, fella, I catch the balls well. Let's spread it out a little bit. I'm with you. I really like this. I'm loading up 5 from 50. Here we go. I'll tell you what it is on the crazy offshore. 56 yards is plus 110. 66 is 150. 76 is 210. 86 is 290. And the touchdown is 2-1. So I'm going to be all in on those myself. So
Nice.
And then come back here next week and be like, yeah, thanks a lot for that. As Pittsburgh wins 13-9 or some nonsense. It was a bunch of – I'll turn into a field goal fest with these 2 stinkers probably. A bunch of old guys can't throw anymore. So we're only kidding. That's we're not. I don't think that's got because I got a couple more touchdowns here I want to throw out here. Metcalf plus 135. I think he has like 6 on the year already. And we know if anything with Aaron Rodgers, that guy he does fall in love with a guy. He wants to bring his friends in here, and if you're on his list, boy, he loves you, and he definitely loves Metcalf out there. 135 for a touchdown. Again, 2 touchdowns. 950. Wow. I think this game's going to go over anyway. I like the over in this game. It's 43.5. 2 good quarterbacks. I think we got sketchy defenses. I'm not in love with either of these defenses. We know the Cincy defense is not all that great. Pittsburgh is, I don't know if it's a bend don't break kind of defense. I mean, the Jets scored on them. Cleveland couldn't score because you got a rookie quarterback and you're in a bad travel spot. The Patriots could have scored, but they turned the ball over 47 times in that game. How isn't Cincinnati scoring like 30 in this game? I think they're scoring points here. So give me Metcalf. 1 is 135, 2 is 950. And Austin the third, this cat, plus 320. Sign me up for a little guy. He's got a couple touchdowns already.
Got to watch. He's questionable.
Is he questionable? Well, I mean,
I saw in fantasy they had Roman Wilson bumped a little bit higher than him, and Roman Wilson might get 1 catch a game. So that's telling me he's gonna vulture some from Austin, who, like I said, was listed as questionable. I was on fantasy news earlier, and I saw him listed as questionable. So I don't know how serious.
Yeah, it could be. Could be. But again, on the if he doesn't suit up, actually, you know what? That's a lie. check your books, folks, because a lot of times on these props, if they don't pull it off, you're not going to get a refund or a no bet on it because him coming off the board would change the odds for every other player. So I know one of my spots does not refund that as a no bet. Now, he doesn't play. You got yardage. It's a no bet. He didn't suit up. Touchdowns, it is not a refund because they have to – him not playing is everybody else. Well, if he's not here, then somebody else gets bumped up and so on and so on. So be aware of that. Be aware of that. And always read the house rules. Read those house rules. This isn't – I know we have a lot of bad beat refund nonsense crap going on. Old school jammies don't play that. No. We're not. No, thank you. You bet you lost. Good day, sir. We'll see you tomorrow. Pay up. No. But that's it. Those are my and again, we see it coming across here, as you mentioned that. The Roman was, I thought, 275. I just saw on the anytime touchdowns when they rolled across the screen there. So you could be right. You could be right there. Hey, you know what? Is it scrolling? We can't even take it off. It's on the screen now. Damn it. Whatever. It is what it is. We got it. You know what? I'm not there. It's Roman Wilson, 275. So good pull there with the questionable information. I got nothing else on either. I'm more of a touchdown cat. I think we see some points. Besides the T. Higgins, you like anything else?
Joe Flacco over 250 plus yards. I think the weakness of this Steelers team is their secondary. Plus 110 to get him over 250 yards. Now I got that at MGM. I think you guys are getting lower numbers than me across the board. And I do like Juno Smith over 3.5 targets. I know the Steelers are packed with tight ends, and Washington is a huge one, and Aaron Rodgers likes that. But they paid this guy a lot of money to come here and play from the Miami Dolphins. So 3.5 targets at 2.5, it's minus 135 for an extra target. It's putting you at plus 105. I think this is gonna. I think it's going to be an air raid. I don't know if it's going to be a lot of scoring, but I think it's going to be a lot of yards. And I was looking at Aaron Rodgers over 250 yards. It's plus 140. But if you like the Steelers in this game, they are still going to – their coach isn't – he's more leaning on that run game as much as he can. But I do like the emergence of Kenneth Gainwell, the ex-Eagle. Anytime touchdown, plus 205. He had 6 catches in the last game, all caught. Yeah. So 6 targets, 6 catches, no touchdowns, not a lot of yards, but – like you said, if Aaron Rodgers falls in love with the Jalen Waddle, I don't think he got a reception in that game. So he likes Gainwell catching him out of the backfield, and he has a big say in who plays and who gets what in the scheme of these things. So if he likes him, I could see him catching one and going distance on that. So for plus 205, I might throw a slice of pizza on Gainwell, but I think all my money's going to be on Higgins, to be honest with you.
I like the game because I saw him. He was at 185, and I crossed it off and went Austin because I was like, you know what, 320. But now that you're talking about questionable, and you like him as well with the touchdown, I might have to sprinkle a little bit on Gainwell as well.
So yeah, because he could do it either way, and they don't have a big back anymore. Jalen Warren, he's not a huge guy. He's not Najee.
He hasn't scored a touchdown this year.
Nah. Aaron Rodgers.
That's all you need to see. Gainwell's got the touchdowns out of the backfield.
Yeah, 3 of them, I think, for the season so far.
Yeah. And here you are catching a 185 or even a $2 on him who scored, and the other guy didn't got one, and he's like minus money. Anyway, that's gambling, people. That's what we're here for. You see those kind of things, make you scratch your head a little bit like, why is that? I'll take the plus money. Speaking of the plus money, GamblesWorld.net for all of our top plays. Best bets guaranteed. Winners, 3 730 packages are guaranteed. Go get them. NFL college football up for me and Kevin right now, so go get on board. And again, we do keep records of the free picks. Player props, not so much. And I know people are like, oh, you don't keep – they get so skewed we start hitting a couple of these. And we have hit crazy 6-to-1s and big ones like that. And I go back. We're probably around 500 because one week I kind of laddered up some guys that didn't hit, but we had a couple big plays the other time. Again, most times here we are at big plus monies or more plus money than minus monies. So even you see on the passing yards plus 110 here for Rodgers and Flacco's passing props. We'll scroll them across. Get them up there, Jim. Let's go. Anytime tutties. I like a bunch. Chase, Higgins, Metcalf. We got the Gainwell one as well up here. There's the questionable there for our guy. Again, I like the twos kind of. You got to put a little something on. If the guy's going to get one, why wouldn't he get a second one? Especially, Kev agrees, we're going to see some offense in this game. High scoring affair. Let's go. T. Higgins over 75 yards plus 230. Man, that looks so enticing. There you go. There you go. Player props on a Wednesday for a Thursday night game. But you want Kevin's best bets, head to gamblersworld.net. There you go, Kev. Anything else before we get out of here?
All right, Ron. Good luck, man.
There you go.